Hi everyone, in this video we're going to look at by swatching and applying, then reviewing NYX's new Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tints. These are available at places like Target and Ulta, and I'll put in the description box below, as I always do, where you can most conveniently find them online to purchase, as well as a link to Rakuten, so that if you are spending money online, you can at least get some cash back on whatever money you're spending. So if you want to see what the colors in this new range look like and how they apply to my cheeks, then this is the video for you. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel by hitting that red subscribe button, and you can go follow Allura Beauty on Instagram at allura_beauty. If you haven't checked out my latest video, that was my top suggestions for how to reapply sunscreen if you've already put your makeup on, and I give you my suggestions for the best products to give you that solution. So that will be in the upper right hand corner for you to check out if you haven't seen it already. All right, let's get to looking at NYX's brand new Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tints. So the prices for these will vary depending on which retailer you go to, but on Target they are retailing for $8.99 each. There are 6 shades in the line, and we will be getting to look at all 6 of them in this video. According to NYX, this is a buildable cream blush that comes with a doe-foot applicator for easy and precise application. The lightweight 100% vegan formula blends easily and melts right into the skin for a weightless feel and a soft flush of color. For a natural cheeky look, our Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tints is totally sweet, featuring a vegan formula with no animal-derived ingredients, that's what vegan means, or byproducts. All NYX professional makeup products are cruelty-free and PETA certified. In terms of how to use it, it says to swipe on a shade using the doe-foot applicator and then blend with your fingers. Later on in the video, I will show you 2 different applications using my fingers and also using a dual fiber brush, and I'll give you my thoughts on which is better. NYX also says you can then add layers until you reach your desired tint. So this is what the packaging looks like. They are opaque squeeze tubes, but the shade of the tube is indicative of what the shade of the color inside is. You get the name on the front, you on the back get the number and name of the corresponding shade. For the price, you will be receiving 0.4 fluid ounces or 12 milliliters of product. And inside the opaque soft tube is a tear-shaped doe-footed applicator with a well or opening in the middle. So this shade here is Nude Tude. Second is Baby Doll. Third up is Coralicious. Fourth is Almost Famous. Fifth is Showgirl. And 6th is Bombshell. So the way I'm going to apply these is I will swipe it so you can see the concentrated color, but then I'm going to blend it out with my fingers so you can get a more realistic view of how they blend and what the color looks like. So the first shade we have up is Nude Tude, and this is a medium kind of pinky nudie shade. I always hesitate to say something is nude shade just because that's not very helpful in terms of a descriptor, but it's hard for me to think of other ways to describe it unless it's really distinctly peach toned or really distinctly pink toned. Second up is Baby Doll. And this shade is a medium carnation-y kind of pink. Shade 3 is Coralicious, and this is a pinky coral. Okay, I made the swatch a little skinnier because I don't want to run out of room here, but shade 4 is going to be Almost Famous, and this one is a bright tangerine orange. These have kind of a moussey texture to them. Fifth is Showgirl, and this is a berry toned pink. It's like a magenta purple, simultaneously kind of deep but also bright. And we've got just enough room for shade 6, which is Bombshell. And this is a deeper nude shade. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's mauve. It's not. I guess it has a mix between, I would say, mauve-y and kind of uric-y toned shades. It's definitely not just a straightforward brick tone. It's not that warm toned. Okay, so there are your 6 shades in the line. I think for the range, NYX has done a good job of covering pretty much all of the bases for blush colors. From nude to pink to having an orange shade and going to the berries. So like I said, they have a pretty slick and smooth, a little more moussey feel to them. They're definitely not a liquid. They don't quite feel just like a cream. They do have, at least in my opinion, kind of like a whipped, you know, sort of moussey texture. So in the upcoming clips, you will see me apply several of the different shades in the range. And my experience in testing out these various shades is that I think this is a good product. I don't know that I would say it's a fantastic formula, and I don't think I would say it's my favorite drugstore cream blush formula. The reason I say that is because these do have good color, they have nice pigmentation to them, and I wouldn't say that I had an extremely difficult time applying them, but I would say that they will require more work than definitely your traditional powder blush. But even compared to some of the best cream blushes out there. When you have a more moussey cream formula like this, I have found that it's really difficult to get a formula that applies smoothly and doesn't show any splotchiness. I definitely get some splotchiness with these shades and with this formula. And I don't think that's unique to NYX. I think that's typical of this kind of blush. As you can see in the footage, I would apply them dabbing with my fingers. I would apply them using a dual fiber brush. The advantage with using my fingers is that I was able to blend out the edges and diffuse them, which is something that is harder for me to achieve with the brush. On the other hand, getting color concentration and also blending out some of that splotchiness is more easily achieved with the brush. So even with that, I don't know that I could say one method of application is better for this formula than the other, because they each have advantages and they each have things that are more difficult to do with the type of application. I can also say in wearing a couple of them for several hours that I feel like they do kind of fade in pigmentation after 3 to 4 hours of wear. Obviously, with the brighter shades, you may not have so much of an issue on that front. And lastly, I will say this doesn't really go to the quality of the product, but I find it a little bit funny that they come in this tube with the doe-footed applicator, because that makes me automatically think of a lip product. And I think if you saw these on the shelves and didn't know what the name of the product was, you would think that it was a lip product, but they are for the cheeks. So I don't know that I don't know why they think that having a precise applicator is necessary, because since you're blending it all out over the cheek, I don't think it is. To that end, I did apply that one shade, as you can see, to the lips, and it works that way. It feels a little bit odd. It doesn't quite feel like what a lip product should feel like in terms of texture, but you know, if you're someone who is looking for something that is absolutely a two-in-one product, maybe you're traveling and are extremely low on space, you need to cut down on the number of products you're bringing, then this absolutely could work with the dual function of being a cheek color and a lip color. I also don't pick up any sort of added fragrance to the formula. So those are my overall thoughts. At the end of the day, I mean, I think these are good, but I actually prefer the newest Milani cream blushes that they released several months back over this formula. So let me know what your experience has been with these, if you've tested out this product, in the comment section below, or of course if you have any other thoughts. I hope this video was helpful to you and that you enjoyed it. If you have a couple seconds, please give the video a thumbs up. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next one.